Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Coach Jay is here. Hope everyone is doing awesome and amazing. We are working on, let me make sure I get this, y'all. I don't want y'all to have a blurry a blurry calendar. Um, we are going to just hop right on into it. I'm really excited. Hello, everyone. Ready with my notebook. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. Okay, I was about to say ladies, but I know it'd be, all kinds of people that look at my channel. But Coach Shay is here. Coach Shay is here. So let's just dive right on in. If this is your first time watching my channel, I'm Coach Jay. I am a business and I am a mindset coach. And I own Ellison Consulting, which is a coaching and consulting company helping women and leaders to grow their businesses, especially in the coaching and consulting space. So more of that service-based space. Um, let's see here. Oh my gosh, I've been in business for about 4 years, full-time 3.5. We're almost to a 500,000. No, we crossed over. I've been saying almost a 500,000, and we literally crossed over a 500,000 in sales. So gosh, that's a blessing. Been blessed to coach amazing women in this space. It has not been easy, but we have to keep things very simple. And but I am very blessed to say that we are still in business as of this day. And I'm going to tell you the God honest truth that you really do have to have a mindset for this. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, okay, give me a one in the comments or in the chat. Let me know you can see me and hear me, okay? I want to make sure the sound is good, all that good stuff. I'm not going to keep y'all on here very long. But I do want to, I have the mindset to grow this channel. I want to grow this channel. I really want to grow it in the next, like maybe year or so, and really see this channel grow and be robust, which is one of the biggest initiatives for 2024 for Ellison. We just finished our planning for 2024, and yes. So the key is to already operate as if we are in 2024. So, but the thing is that we definitely have to close out 2023 strong. We don't want to get so ahead of ourselves that we're focusing, just on 2024. We want to make sure that 2023 is closing out very strong, which means what? Which means that we are taking clients who really want to stay connected with us, who really want to learn through us, because it is about support. It is about next level. And I'm really excited to really streamline and keep things very tight, because a lot of us are going into new rounds and you're going to need support to get there. And it's going to take you trusting in God, trusting yourself in God, and trusting your business in God. So anyway, we are going to talk about tonight how to really get serious about building your audience and your email list going into the new year, starting now, like just because it's the holidays. And I think that's the biggest misconception. Like right now, we're recording this around, what is this? The week of Thanksgiving. People are out like doing the gifts, getting ready to trim the turkey and all this other stuff. And people are slowing down. But this is actually the best time to keep going. The best time to keep going. People are at home, people can talk. And if you are not like still in business mode, I need you to get there. I do understand that some of y'all have obligations to family, and that you're like, with Jay, the family wants to get together. I got people coming in town, whatever. I get it. Everybody I know is working this week. Everybody I know. Like everybody I know. And like I told y'all, there's middle class, there's the wealthy class, there's poverty class, but middle class is being fizzled out fast as we speak. And one of the things that I'm telling people now, that if you're in the middle, you need to decide which way you're going to go. You're going to go up or you're going to trickle down. And that's really not even fear talk. That's nothing near fear-based talk. That's actual facts. There's data to support all of what I'm saying. And you got to make a decision. I've already, and please do not feel sorry for me when I say this, because this is the God honest truth. I am opting out of Thanksgiving this year. My daughter is going to spend Valentine's. Why am I thinking about Valentine's? Why? It's February. Anyway, I don't know, that's weird. That's weird. She's going to actually spend time with her family for Thanksgiving this year. So that frees me up to rest and relax, because I did opt out of Thanksgiving this year. My family is really like, everybody's kind of grown and doing their thing. So like my sister, she and her husband, they're spending their time with her in-laws. And then my sister, she's doing something with her guy's family. I am going to be spending time with getting my house in order for the new year. Me and my best friend will probably go out and have dinner. And we just gonna like chill out, like literally chill out. I've worked my booty off this year. I'm very pleased at Ellison's like motion this year. So I am taking the time out to just really relax in my own thoughts and do a lot of reading and journaling, catching up. I'm on break starting Tuesday till next Tuesday for Thanksgiving break. And then again, and when I say on break, I'm talking about break from coaching, not break from actually building the business, but break from coaching. And then we'll work until around Christmas, the end of Christmas, like the end of December, going into the new year. And then we're back in full blown motion. Okay. So things are going. We're going on. We are going on. Okay. So at any rate, we are not stopping these two big initiatives, which is building our audience and building our email list. Okay. It is very important as we approach the new year and where we're going. These things are very important. And no matter what it looks like on the outside, you have to continue to build, you have to continue to nurture, you have to continue to talk to people. And one of the things that's going to look really crazy, is going to look psychotic, is going to look like you're all over the place, but you're actually building the new year already. So if you are not actively building your audience, actively building your email list, you are behind schedule. Okay. So we're going to talk about, building your audience. So the biggest thing that affects sales, right, is because you haven't done the front end work. Okay. You haven't done the front end work, which is enough awareness. People need to have more eyes. Me and my best friend, we talk about this all the time. That is really about how many eyes can you get to see your content, to see your face, to hear your voice every single day when it comes down to your business. What digital assets are you growing? Are you solidifying? Are you building so that people can come back and see your information, see things about your business? How many eyes are you getting on your stuff, right? How many eyes are you setting in stone? How many people are coming to see your stuff? How many eyes, right? How many eyes? So that's awareness. You can't drive by the expressway, right? You can't drive on the highway or the freeway. We call it expressway here in the South. Well, in Memphis, because I know everybody calls things different. But you could be on the expressway here, and there will be signs that point towards the gas station, that point towards eating places. And if they show you where these things are, just in case you need them, right? So that if you see, because this is problem awareness, and supply and demand going on at the same time. So you could be driving down the freeway and you see that you're coming upon a place with, there are like 4 or 5 gas stations, Exxon, I don't know, Texaco, BP, whatever. And you drive by that sign, you get ready to drive by that sign, and you're just like, wow, either 2 things are going to come up or 3 things are going to come up. Number one, you're like, okay, I got gas, so I can keep going. So that's the first thing. So you can tell yourself in your mind, I can keep going. I don't need to stop for gas. Or you're going to say, oh crap, I'm almost to E. If I keep going, I'm eventually going to run out of gas. So I probably need to just go ahead and fill up, right? And then you got the next, person with this possible narrative is that, oh crap, I am out of gas. Let me go ahead and fill up. Like, thank God there is a place over here where I can fill up. So the second one in the middle is the problem awareness. Like, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and stop and get gas. I'm not out of gas yet, but it's probably good that I go ahead and do this so that I don't have to panic later. The middle is where I want you to be at, right? The middle is like, okay, I don't have this problem right now, but I'm going to be proactive. Okay? Y'all see how I put that? The more people that you can get to think this way, which is really important, is to get people to start thinking proactively about their problems as opposed to waiting to be like the third person I stated, like, oh crap, I'm about like 2 ounces away from pushing my car down this freeway. Let me hurry up. That person is very desperate. That person is very like, oh my gosh, I need gas and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it. They're probably going to get the cheapest gas. They're probably going to fill up to $5, $10, $15. They're going to fill up all the way. They're going to be panicking and hope and pray that they get there and that there's no issues. You don't want to get to that level, right? You don't want to get to a place where you're about to run out. Does that make sense? Does that help you with like understanding how the mindset of buyers work? Many buyers operate just like that. Many buyers operate when it comes down to transforming their life, they operate just like that. They wait until things hit the fan before they actually step in and do something about their situation. They don't do what the middle buyer does, which is, let me, you know what, I need this. Like, I need to go ahead and make this happen because I don't want to get down the road and something happens to me and I'm not ready. Many people do it in desperation mode. So, with that being said, when we think about our ability to grow our audience, the biggest thing for us is that we got to remember that you need people to pay attention to what you're putting out there, because this leads to people making a decision on hiring you. It takes a minute. It takes 30 days, 30 to 45 days for people to make a decision if they want to work with you. Like right now, there are new people in my space, right? The algorithm is algorithming, right? So the thing is, we found when we looked at our data, I'm giving you some insight here, and this is what some of y'all need to probably do when it comes down to your content and your social media feeds and platforms, is that we looked at our analytics and we found something very, very interesting. We found that most of our clients came from Facebook. Now, this has been the same data that we've had since 2019. 2019, Facebook has always been in the front running when it comes down to content. Because why? Why is that? Well, my audience is bigger on there. I have a lot more access to people. You have access to communities, etc. Instagram was third, which was very interesting. But second on the list was TikTok this year. TikTok, we had more sales in courses than we did anything. But when it came down to higher end sales, Facebook came in for us. Okay. LinkedIn was kind of further down the list, but also we found that LinkedIn had promise because these people, were very serious, the connection and the networking. When it comes down to Facebook, however, we saw that we had more buyers, individuals that wanted the higher end, the higher ticket services for us. We also saw that we saw people moving into our workshops, and then they would move into our higher end offers, which is something that I teach in the Matrix CEO coaching program when it comes down to moving people in different spaces for them to ascend into our higher end packages and offers. So what does that mean though, when it comes down to, the awareness, paying attention to these people? So the thing is that when you're building your audience, a couple of things have to ride. Number one, you have to pay more attention to who's paying attention to you. Okay. You got to pay more attention to who's paying attention to you. And even though, yes, we have all of these social media platforms, everybody's begging you to be on their platform, but where are you going to get the most bang for your buck? What platform can you become a master in so that you can bring more people in? I tell my clients it is good to have a couple of options, but to spend more time on your primary platform, which is really important. So you need to determine which one is that. You need to determine which one is that. Okay. So it could be Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, it could be TikTok. Like some people have a large following. I have a couple of clients who are like 5 digits when it comes down to followership on TikTok. They attract more of their buyers and purchasers from the TikTok platform. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. This is what I'm trying to tell you is that whatever platform that you choose or as your main platform, choose it and go all in on it. Okay. Okay. So Jay, so you're on YouTube right now. So why is that the case? So most people, which is really ironic, they come from Facebook and they'll go to my channel and they'll watch YouTube. YouTube is really good for SEO. And then also too, Google is trying to like shift and bring people up, and their creators are trying to increase the creator piece on that side, which I think is very important because this is the creator economy. I went live this morning on Facebook and I repurposed that Facebook video and put it here on YouTube. That's just easier for me. I like it that way. And that's just what it is, right? And then I decided tonight to go live on YouTube specifically because that's the strategy that, we're coming up with in order to get our YouTube followership increase. Okay. So let's just go here with teaching about this. Your audience, like everything that you need to do right now is scalable. So this video, like listen to what I'm saying, this video is going to be around forever. Okay. It's going to be around probably longer than I'm going to be alive going forward. It's going to be it's going to be here. Okay. So which means what? That people are going to be watching this overnight. They're going to be watching this tomorrow. But what is really important is that I have the title matches up with the search engine optimization. The description, I have my links current in my description section because that is what's going to stand the test of time. So which means that I need to offer something that's going to be on an evergreen mode where people are going to be coming in all the time in my platforms, and they're coming in from a place and it's like, where you come from? Oh, I came from YouTube. This right here. So right now we're looking at what, 3 or 4 current watchers and viewers. That is going to change as we grow, right? So I am anticipating that December of 2024, that we have a triple following where we can go back and look at the data and say, okay, compared to last year, how did we look? Like, what was what did it look like back then? And we can say, man, we went from 3 to 4 viewers to, I don't know, 300 viewers for this particular video, or 500 or 1,000 or 5,000 viewers. So, but the thing is that we're supposed to be climbing in numbers every single day. The point of the matter is that as many eyes as we can get on our videos, the better the outcome. And that's kind of what I want you to, I want you to think about your audience the same way. If you don't build an audience, you don't get sales. If we are not getting enrollments, if we are not getting sales, if we're that's something that I need to fix. That is something I need to do, but quitting is not an option. So what I have to do is adjust as necessary and take ownership of whatever it is I am and am not doing and fix it as a CEO of my company. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So as a CEO of your business, CEO of your company, having a lower end of sales is unacceptable, right? You can't like not have sales. Like you can't do that. You can't operate that way. You can't stay open that way. I don't care what's going on in the economy. I don't care what's going on in what is it? CNN. I don't care what's going on out there. Your job is to build a business. Is that clear? Y'all let me know if y'all still here. Y'all listening? Does it sound pretty spot on? Because of the matter, y'all, because of the matter is that because you're building a business. And the very important thing is that if you don't get people to be interested in what you have to say and what you are doing, then what you're going to do is that you're going to slow down your momentum and no one is going to buy anything. And you're going to be frustrated because you're not showing up. So what does it take to show up? What does it take to show up? Right? It takes you getting in front of people and creating content that people want to see and that people feel in alignment with, that is in alignment to your offers, in alignment to your products, in alignment to what you offer from the long haul. So that's very, very important. So it takes you doing what you need to do in order to show up. Because when you build your audience, you're potentially also in the same level simultaneously increasing your potential to make more sales. The more people you can get on your content, on your videos, on your email list, or get them to subscribe to your email list, guess what? The more sales you can make. So there is no there is no oh, I don't know what I should be doing. No, you should be growing your business. You should be growing your audience. The first thing is first, like get to the front line, like get to the front of the funnel. The front of the funnel is what? Awareness. How can I build awareness fast? I can build awareness fast through content and video. Because why is that, Jane? Why is that the case? Because number one, people like, they want to see your face. They want to see the content. They want to see if you know what you're talking about. They want to know if you're competent in your content and material. They want to know if you are legit. Okay. I've heard this and I somewhat agree, but when people run ads, right, that means that number one, they don't have a lot of content to share, or they just don't want to. And there's nothing wrong with that to some level of degree. But I was telling the client this earlier today, is that you can build trust faster when you do it organically, because organically you build relationships. Organically, you can build trust way faster than you will with ads. People are coming in, they don't have a connection to you. They don't feel attached to the mission that you talk about, right? It's not necessarily an attachment to me, it's an attachment to the work that I do. And they can see themselves in it. When you are doing things inorganically, what you are doing is bringing people that just want this. They don't want any connection. They don't want any, there's no relationship. And that can work for some people because some people are just detached like that. But I am a person, I want to see my clients do very well. And the only way I can really see them doing well is if I have some level of a rapport with them to where they feel transparent, because I'm coaching them through certain things and aspects of their life that they wouldn't have support in otherwise. Does that make sense? So some people are asking for coaching clients, but sometimes you got to remember that if you're bringing in cold leads, people who never ever laid eyes on you before, it's going to take a minute for them to trust you. So I need y'all to remember that as you are trying to build and you back and forth about building and back and forth about content and should I do this? So when you go days and days without showing up, you are putting more distance between you and your greatest good. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm on track. Trying to let somebody know I'm live on. Give me some hearts. Let me know. Let me know you're here. So this is my whole point here. This is my whole point. So Jay, what is it? Like, just give it to us straight. Give it to us straight. Your audience is the first stage of sales. It's the first stage. So the sales process starts with awareness. It starts with that. It starts with you bringing awareness to you. So this particular live, right? This is a live that can produce outbound and inbound. So outbound is me bringing awareness to me. Inbound is the response that I get from this video that will actually scale over time. Y'all get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because I'm telling you, like, if you can like see past, like, oh, she's live, and I don't want to go live, Jay. I want to go live. Your live is going to stand taller than you at some point. It's going to stand taller than you. So I need you to kind of understand that the strategy is about moving people into a different phase. There is a woman that I used to follow back in the day. And I think she still does this. In fact, I know that she does. She used to go live every single night. And of course, she took breaks and things like that. But her strategy was that she went live every night. And of course, like I said, with breaks in between that are scheduled and, so she could take breaks and recharge and all of that, all these things. But she turned into an 8-figure coach. And one of the things that she used to say a long time ago, is probably back in 2018, when I remember her saying this, was going live for her was the quickest way to, number one, show authenticity. And then number two, she could teach. And then it was an inbound method. It was inbound. So you literally could go to her channel and you can literally like push and move people into the next level. Yes, absolutely, Keisha. Absolutely. You can do both. Like, for example, this is recording right now. I'm recording live, but this is going to stay up. Now you can pre-record if you want to, right? You can pre-record and then, have people to respond later, which is what YouTube, you can do it both ways, right? But why do I do it live? Like, why do I do it live? I'll do it live because, number one, I love to see the people in real time. And then you guys can ask questions, which I always tell people, like, use the chat, say something back, ask questions, because the questions are really good for content. Because guess what? There are going to be people out there that's going to see it 2 years down the line, and they're going to know, like, oh my gosh. Now, yes, absolutely. They could ask those same questions in the comment section. But guess what? If you're not around or you can't answer them in real time, which means that this person will go a very long time without answering their questions. But at the same time, this is really good for engagement. And then also, too, this boosts the algorithm of your particular channel. But there's so many methods, like nothing is wrong. Like I'm telling you right now, if you want to use any method you want, you can totally do it. Nothing is wrong. You can use webinars, you can use funnels, you can use ads, paid advertisements. You can use whatever floats your boat, radio, direct mail. There's so many things, but the point of the matter is that no matter what method you use, which is marketing, right? So marketing is awareness. it all should lead to an intent to pull people into changing their life, changing their circumstances, and solving their problems, which is solved by what? The exchange of money, which is the trust factor, the establishment of trust, the manifestation of trust in exchange for their solution. That's how you can get people into your space. But the more people that you can get in touch with, like we've had an influx of individuals that were interested in the matriarch. Now, that's a great thing, but we also have to have a qualification system. We have to make sure that this person is a fit for our program, and then also to make sure that their goals, their alignment of their vision is in alignment to the type of client that would be the best fit for our program. At that particular point, then we have to say yes or no, rejection, acceptance, move forward, and then we go from there. So all of this is a numbers game, but I wouldn't have had the influx of people interested in the matriarch if I wasn't showing up consistently, which means that the more we show up, the more applicants we have, and the better the outcome on the back end when it comes down to enrollment. So y'all see what I'm saying? So just for example, if you have a one-on-one offer and you say, well, I want to get 5 one-on-one clients this month or 3 one-on-one clients this month so that I can scale, then guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to look at how many leads you need, look at your look at all of your stats, look at how much you show up, look how many sales calls you make, and then see how you convert and then move from there. And that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow on the power planning session, which I'm really excited about. This is the last one for the year, but we do this every year. We want to plan accordingly so that we can know exactly what we're walking into for 2024. So the thing about it is that so the 2 things I really want you to think about is growing your email list and growing your audience. So let's talk about email. Email, as we know, email marketing, email list building is very important on an offline strategy. Because why? Your email marketing or your email list goes with you wherever. This is basic information. You can find this anywhere, but for those of you who don't know and you're just starting out, if you're looking at my channel for the first time, you can know this, that social media can go out at any time. The government is already doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And one of the things we don't want is to actually wake up and Facebook is gone. We don't want to wake up and TikTok is gone. We don't want to wake up and Instagram is out. What you need is a place for people to go offline so that, guess what, your business keeps running with these emails and you can build emails on a different level. That's why I always tell my clients, like, it's good to have an offline strategy and an online strategy. Your online strategy is your social media, it's your content, it's your lives, it's your videos, maybe in your stories. But also your offline strategy could be emails, it could be email marketing, cold email marketing, just letting people know that you're available, letting people know that you are in business and that you help people with this specific problem. If they need help, they can contact you back and send emails to different businesses or individuals, etc. But it's really, really important that at the end of the day, you have an online and offline strategy. Those 2 pieces can lead to big results on the end game if you stay what? Consistent. You know, we got issues with consistency. You know, we have issues with consistency. Real bad. Real bad. So if that is the case, you got to get consistent. So what we are going to be doing this week is that we're actually going to go back to the basics, which I'm really excited about. I'm giving y'all a little bit of a, what is it called? I'm giving you a little bit of insider to our 2024 game. Is we're going to go back to having, like we did in 2019 and 2020. We used to have a record time where we would go live. And we are going to go back to what we used to do back in 2018 and 2020, which was called Lunch and Learns, which I'm really excited about. So we're going to do lives again, going back to that era, because that's one of the biggest ways we grew our business. So we're going to stay in people's face. We're going to grow these accounts like YouTube and Facebook. We're going to make these two places our main platforms, and LinkedIn will be our kind of our secondary, our second tier to growing our platform. TikTok, not so much. And then also too with Instagram, we're not as, potent on Instagram as in the, we don't want to do a whole lot on Instagram anymore. It's nothing wrong with Instagram, nothing wrong with TikTok, but we just want to spread our wings in the different platforms to give us the best bang for our buck. Okay. We're really focused on that. So with your email marketing list or your email list, you really want to have like maybe a free email newsletter, have some lead magnets, some free resources, maybe a checklist, an e-guide, a free training, a free course, something that brings people into an understanding that you know what you're talking about. The acknowledgement of the value. That's very, very important. If people don't see that you know what you're talking about, you're not going to bring anybody in. So it's really important that you have a very valuable free resource. So it could be something like a checklist, a cheat sheet, which does very, very well with conversions. But I always tell my clients to have something where your face and voice can be seen and heard, because you really want to get a lot of these, what is it called? Skepticism out the way, because the trust is low, right? And if rightfully so, it should be low, because a lot of people got into this field and they either misunderstood or they overstood and really just kind of took advantage of a lot of people's trust. And it happens, right? But at the end of the day, you want to maintain yourself in your integrity. So I'm very big on integrity. I'm very big on soothing the trust and soothing the buyer's concerns. I don't know about everybody else. Like some people are okay with cutting corners. They're okay with like what I want to do, what I want to do. But I have an integrity to show up as my authentic self. And I want people to feel good about investing in me or investing in their business with me as their partner, I should say, not investing in me because they're investing in themselves. But I want to do whatever I can as a business owner because number one, I got the freedom to do so. I don't have a husband. I don't have a sugar daddy. I ain't got no man. Honey, it's me. Okay. And I have a daughter. So my freedom is a little bit more wide open because I can do more things in terms of like I can be self-led and without outside influences asking me about, hey, Jay, no, I can just get online and make it happen. I want to be able to eliminate any barriers or boundaries that people may have when it comes down to checking me out. And I want you to feel the same way when it comes down to your clients. Like, what can you do to eliminate concerns and skepticism and questionable tactics? Like, you want your buyer to feel excited about investing. You don't want them to feel some type of way. Oh, well, the last time she went live was last week. I just don't know. Da, da, da. No, you want to take away all of the concerns. Because if people don't, if they don't show up, then you can't blame them for not wanting to invest, right? You can't blame them for not wanting to move forward because you're not showing up. And as a woman, one of the fastest ways to get people to invest is the video. Like video, they can go back, like they can look Jay Butler up and find my YouTube channel and binge before they actually work with me, right? So they can say, oh my gosh, she has a whole YouTube channel. I didn't even know this. As a feminine, like that's gold, because guess what? I'm able to sit back and get inquiries from Google that somebody wants to work with me. This is setting up the ship. You see what I'm saying? This is what you want to do. You want to set up your vehicles and all of your vessels to be able to receive in a funnel. The awareness has to be big and it has to be long. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of bring it in and say, okay, so what can you do right now to build. Okay. So number one, obviously you need to have your offers together. You need to know what you're offering. If you don't know what you want to offer, then definitely I'm going to put in the description section, I have a $27 offer guide. It's like 50 offers in that offer guide that you can look at and choose for yourself with pricing analysis and all of that good stuff. And so you need offers, right? You need an offer. You need a good offer, and you need to offer something that you know you can do, that you're competent in, and that you will not, obviously, you will not, be a fraud or imposter about it, but you know what you're doing and you offer it with confidence. Then the biggest thing too, the next thing is knowing your ideal client. You need to know who you're talking to. So you need to talk to people that can potentially pay you. Not individuals you feel sorry for, but individuals who know how to get resources, funds, financing, cash, credit in order to invest in themselves. If people are telling you that they don't have any money, then that is a person that is not able to invest right now, and you need to just build a relationship as far as sending maybe a free resource to them, or letting them know, hey, I'm here whenever you're ready, and then you move on to the next person. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you are running a business and people need to understand that. Okay, if people take it personal, then they may not need to be your client anyway. This is business. Okay. And then also too, for number 3, you need to make sure your systems are together on the back end. So how are you receiving these people? Do you have a link or a landing page, an email list that they can opt into, and have like a short welcome sequence? You can bring them in and have a welcome email, and then have another email that comes in maybe a day or 2 or 3 after that, and just continue to nurture that person, talk about your offers and things of that nature. Okay. And then you need to guide them to making a decision to work with you through your content with appropriate call to actions. Also, too, so let's go back to the awareness part, is that how many days are you going to show up? Make it easier for people to pay you. You need to have your links ready and current. You need to have your offers clear and all of that good stuff so that people can know where they're going. If people are coming to your DMs and they're asking, what do you do? I'm trying to, figure out, now, do you help with this? Now you need to go back to the drawing board. Why is this person asking me what do I do, when I make it very clear on my profiles, on my website, or whatever you have? It's very, very important. Okay. So build your audience through lives, content, blog writing, whatever it takes to get in front of people. You need to also connect with new people every single day. You need to make it your business to connect with at least 50 people a day. I know this sounds like a lot, and it can be a lot if you look at it that way. But when you look at it on the back end, the results that you'll get is going to be absolutely amazing. So 50, at the minimum 25, but I'm being like super like, no. If you were my client, I really want to see you up there in the 50 to 50 plus. I want to see you do like big numbers. Okay. So from there, you move people into the appropriate buckets. Okay. So that's really important. And you have to care. Like, you have to care about your business. This is your dream. This is what you do. This is how you make your money and how you produce your livelihood. That's very important. Okay. So I'm going to put the appropriate links in the description box below. And I want you to be encouraged. Come back and look at this video, and definitely go in the comments and feel free to leave comments. Tell me what you want to know more about next. I can do a video on that. I'm so super pumped about 2024. And but hopefully you got some value out of this video. But get your stuff set up. ConvertKit, MailerLite, MailChimp. Get an email provider. Okay. Love y'all so much. Have a great rest of your night, and we will talk.